that can take it slow. We're far away from home, but I can't wait to get you under my skin and right back to where we've been. Ooh, nah, nah. Give me a sign and tell me when to begin. Cause every time we leave I'm longing back to the place where the lights go down. Just you and I leaving out there.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So it's been quite a while since I filmed any sort of video here on my YouTube channel. So I thought today, being a Friday, I'd take this opportunity because we've been in spring and we have had some really nice days. However, the last few days have been really cold, sort of like it's back to winter weather. So I figure I need to catch up on some things because that weather sort of put me in a mood for not really wanting to do houseworky type jobs. However, I did continue to work out because I really find working out in the cooler weather really warms you up. So if you sort of want to get out of a rut warmed up, working out, I highly recommend for that. But I wasn't in the mood to do the houseworky sort of stuff as such. So today I'm going to get in and do that. So it's all ready, reset for the weekend. So today I'm just home with Ryder, our 3-month-old son, for those that are new here to my channel, and my 2-year-old daughter Harper is at daycare. So I've just dropped her. It's just sort of turned 8:30 here this morning. So I'm going to get in nice and early, get this done. Ryder is asleep currently at the moment. Don't know how much longer for because he only really still sometimes has short naps. He'll have a bigger nap during the day, but you never know sort of when that's going to be. So I'm just going to get in and see what I can get done today. The house is a bit of a mess because obviously, like, I got Harper ready for daycare, took her, and now I'm just come home again talking to you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope that it brings you that motivation if you've been in a rut or anything like that, or if it's cold weather where you live and you just can't get motivated. I really hope this video brings you that motivation. So I'll give you a bit of an overview first of sort of how the house is looking at the moment. Okay, so this here is the state of my house this morning. Now, I haven't really obviously done much. Usually if I wasn't filming, I would be trying to pick up as I'm going, so that if it's a morning when I'm dropping Harper at daycare, I don't have to come back and do completely all of this. But this is sort of roughly what it looks like every morning. Obviously not the playroom, that's just over a while of not being picked up. So today we're picking that up. Usually I leave it, but for the sake of today's video, I'm going to throw it in, bring you all the motivation I can, and hopefully get you ready for the weekend. Now, my husband's working today, so I figured why not? I'm going to get in and do it whilst it's just me and Ryder at home. So in between his naps, I'm going to get the house back in order, just sort of tick off things that have been swooshing around in my mind, so then I'm not worrying about them over the weekend and I can just spend time with my family. I made me and Harper a smoothie this morning, so that's why I've got the Thermomix bowl there, because I make the smoothies in the Thermomix bowl. It just chops it really good. But as I was making it this morning, I sort of thought to myself how lucky, blessed I felt that Harper drinks smoothies, because I can get so much in a smoothie, like lots of baby spinach, which baby spinach is something that she normally wouldn't come at, but yeah, you can get a lot in there, and she just really thinks it's sort of banana. She loves banana smoothie, but yeah, I just put everything else in there, even the chia seeds, and she's getting all that goodness, especially on days if she doesn't eat as good as others. But yeah, I just thought to myself how lucky, and I think that's only because our son Bentley never really took to a smoothie, but I don't really think back in that point in my life I was having smoothies, like, because I didn't really even eat avocado, so he wasn't introduced to avocado, whereas Harper loves avocado on toast, just on plain bit of bread toasted with avocado smeared on it, so she'll sort of have that easily for breakfast, no worries. But yeah, avocado is something I never really ate back then, back with Bentley, so yeah, it's not obviously his fault. It was probably because he never was introduced to it by me. But yeah, I just find I eat so different now. So, and I really hope Ryder is the same as Harper, because we're really lucky in the fact of how she eats so well, because I remember that being a really stressful point with Bentley with his eating of a night, dinner times and stuff. So yeah, it's really, really good thing when they, obviously, I mean, every parent wants their child to eat what they serve up for them, but yeah, I just think it's because I introduced it so early with Harper at such a young age that she sort of took to the smoothies, because I have them now and she sees me with them, and she even heard the Thermomix going this morning when I went and woke her up, or well, when she woke up and when I went to get her out of her room, and the first thing she said was, "Make me a smoothie." And I just thought, wow, you know, at 2 years old. So yeah, I think it really comes down to starting them early, just introducing those foods early to them really, really helps.
We would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I run and drive, everything's the same. We'll try tonight. This time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah.
Now I've just brought the air dryer in from out of the shed today, because I find the clothes dry a lot better here in front of this window rather than leaving it in the shed. But yeah, because the weather, I probably could have got away, in all honesty, with hanging them on the line, but I just wasn't sure about the weather, and knowing my luck, I would hang them out and then 20 minutes later I'd have to go and get them all off again.
This time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah.
Now I know it mightn't look like this floor needed vacuuming, but trust me when I say it well and truly did, and I'm not even putting the whole blame onto Harper here. I have been brushing my hair out here of a morning and literally brown hair everywhere. Now I'm taking full responsibility for that. I'm partly to blame for this, the mess of the floor, but again, a lot of it is Harper. She's a toddler. But yeah, so I'm vacuuming the floor today, and it always feels so good. If there was one thing I only cleaned, and that was vacuum the floor, the house would still feel pretty well clean to me, because I just cannot stand walking over crumbs, you know, bits and pieces, and especially my hair. That's just gross. But yeah, so giving the house a vacuum today, because believe it or not, I know some of you mightn't believe this, but it had been a few days since I vacuumed. So yeah, proud of myself for that. But I mean, in all honesty, I hadn't had time, so, and it wasn't a priority, but today I'm making it a priority. Now at this point, Ryder fell asleep in his swing out in the lounge room, which he hardly ever does. He never really sleeps in his swing. It's always in his bassinet, or obviously in his car seat in the car if we're driving somewhere. But so I took the opportunity today to make the bed, because some days if he's in there and the day just gets away, I don't bother making it. But I've really been enjoying, now I mentioned this I think in my last video, I've been doing a lot more motivational cleaning sort of stories over on my Instagram, and I have been having so much fun with that, and it really sort of keeps me accountable as well. I find that's why I think I'm liking it so much as well, because it keeps me accountable for doing things, even, you know, just giving the kitchen a quick tidy up, drying up dishes, which I would leave sit there for much longer than I should. But if I'm sort of recording it to bring you motivation, it makes me want to do it even more. I think that's why a lot of us women enjoy YouTube as well, like mothers and whatnot, because it's sort of, you know, you're doing it, it makes cleaning, doing house chores a bit more fun, because, you know, people are going to watch it. Well, you cross your fingers and hope people are going to watch your content. But yeah, you sort of feel like you're doing it for a cause, rather than if you just normally vacuum your house or make your bed. It's sort of, yeah, no one's seeing you do it, like you're not accountable, but if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's why I really enjoy YouTube and Instagram. But if you're not following me over on Instagram, be sure to follow me over there, because I have started sharing a lot of cleaning motivation over there and just having so much fun with it. As I was doing the cooktop today, I also thought it's a day for thinking, it must be. I've had lots of thoughts today whilst filming this video in my mind, but yeah, I was cleaning the cooktop here, and I just remembered back to when Harper was not a newborn, she was 4 months old. So yeah, when she was 4 months old when I started my YouTube channel, and I often watch them video back. I just love watching them back and seeing her in the little glimpses of when she was a baby. But yeah, I remember this cooktop was always clean and shiny. The fronts of the cupboards were always clean, shiny. I mean, not that I'm complaining, because I thank God every day for my beautiful children. But yeah, I just think back to, yeah, when everything was spick and span, and then now, you know, it's more of an effort, obviously, to do it, even before having Ryder, even just with Harper, but because she's really such a full-on toddler, you've really got to keep her busy. But yeah, I just had a thought whilst I was in my own head here, cleaning the cooktop. But yeah, anyway, nonetheless, it's all clean and shiny today. Now, the oven here was one of those jobs swirling around in my mind for quite some time, because obviously we use the oven regularly, so I see this and it's been on my to-do list in my mind. So today was the day, we're getting it done, out of my mind. So I'm just using my pink stuff paste. Now the rest of the oven was pretty well alright, so I'm just going to clean the door here. There was sort of this splatters on there that was really bugging me. So yep, today's the day, it's getting a refresh as well. While we're on the topic of ovens, how often do you clean your oven? I guess it all depends on how often you use it. Even though I have the Thermomix, I still find we use the oven quite a bit. It gets a workout well and truly. But yeah, I'd love to know how often you clean it. Is it a sort of a set task, or is it just when you can be bothered? Because ovens are one of those things. And I'd love to know what you use on your oven. Any suggestions welcomed. But yeah, I just really love using my pink stuff paste on the oven. I think it's really effective. Okay, so now at this point I think I'm done with the oven. I've cleaned the splatters inside. I'm giving the front of it a wipe over with my vinegar and water, and then I notice another thing that needed cleaning. So this is such, I mean, if you have an oven like this, a lot of people mightn't, but yeah, not toothpicks, cotton sticks are fantastic for cleaning, like, and so inexpensive. They just come in handy for so many things, like those little nooks and crannies that are hard to get to. But coming up you'll see what I used a cotton tip for, and it was the best. So, and obviously I've never cleaned this since over the 2 years living here. All this dust and yeah, just build up in here inside the oven. I mean, and obviously I seen it, so I had to clean it, and straight away I thought, yep, cotton tip would be great for that. So I felt really good. That wasn't obviously something that was on my mind, but nonetheless I felt good getting in and getting that done as well, knowing that was all clean, because I had no idea that was all in there. But yeah, cotton tip, excellent.
Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry.
Now, realistically, all of the fronts of these cabinets probably could have done with a good wipe down, but I didn't have time for that today, and I really couldn't be bothered. This was the worst because this is the bin in this end cupboard here, so obviously it's being used numerous times during the day, and Harper comes here and puts things in the bin too, so you could imagine all those little fingers over the cupboard doors. But yeah, I'm just doing this sort of end today because I still want to get on to that playroom, and I want to try and edit a bit of this video so I can get it up much sooner than I did my last. So yeah, but normally I would clean all the fronts of the cupboards, but today it's just this, and we'll call it a day.
But not as much as this does, so baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more.
So now, last up for today's video, we're just tackling this playroom. It is a bit of a mess. You'd probably think there was more than one child that played in here, but anyway, we're getting in and getting that tidied. I do find, and I reckon it's true, that children you'll probably find will play in playrooms more if things are sort of in an order, tidied up, put back. Now obviously we don't just accept her to throw her things around and not tidy up after herself. We always make a point to try and get her to tidy up with us, encouraging her to do that. But yeah, she's going through a real stage at the moment where she really doesn't want to do that. But obviously we're not going to give up. I'm going to keep at it. But yeah, so I'll just come in randomly and tidy this up, or Kelvin will of a night. But yeah, so one way or another it gets tidy, but I don't really care for it too much because it's here in this room. It's not out in our main living area, thank goodness. But yeah, anyway, tackling that today as well. I ended up today, whilst I was in here giving the playroom a tidy, I sort of just did a tiny little sort of declutter, sort through Harper's things with Christmas coming up, knowing of course she's going to get more toys from Santa and family members. So there was a lot I probably could have donated, much more, but I really didn't have the heart to. I can't wait till she's at that age where we can hopefully go through things together and donate them to other children together. I think that'll be a really nice thing to do, rather than me sort of going, oh yeah, I haven't seen her with that for a while, you know, because kids can go a while without things and then come back to them. So I really didn't have the heart to get rid of much more, but I still felt good with what I achieved and sorted through the sort of storage tubs that she had sitting here in the corner. And then I did put a few things in the wardrobe just out of the way because she does have so much stuff in here. I don't know how the two of their things when Ryder gets older is going to possibly fit in here as well. But yeah, I still felt really good with what I did in here today. My sister recently for Harper picked up from Kmart, I'm sure they were, little kid scissors, like come in as a 2-pack, and I really forgot how good little kid scissors were. Like they just, you know, put your nerves so much more at ease, knowing, because she comes to the kitchen drawer as she can reach more things now obviously, and she tries to get my scissors out of the drawer, yeah, which obviously frightening. But yeah, so my sister got her these kid scissors and they're just so fantastic. She loves them. I mean, she cuts up all bits of paper everywhere, but you know, it's still like a learning thing. But yeah, they're just fantastic.
I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch. That your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe.
Well, that's going to bring us to the end of this motivating clean with me. I'm really sorry I haven't done one in, well, what feels like forever, but hopefully my next one won't take as long as this one took. I think it was like 12 days, 13 days ago that I posted my last video. So because I really love doing YouTube so much, it's just like I mentioned, finding the time. And this little one was so good today. He was so good. He was so good today, mister. He was really, really good. So
I got a lot achieved, as you would have seen.
just so pleased with what I got done. And you were such a good little boy. Weren't you, Ryder? Okay, well, I really hope you all enjoyed it. And if you're new here and you enjoyed my video today, I'd really love it if you'd hit that subscribe button before clicking out of today's video. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, leave me your comments down below. And I look forward to seeing you very soon in my next video. Bye for now. Say bye for now. Bye. Bye.